Hey, Shalom, Akim. This is Yabatazah. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders, great millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Waharakak Wadash Barakatam Akim. I'm just coming back with the video this afternoon. Just going through I'm gonna go through the spirit. Go with the spirit. But basically, just knowing that the different times that we're in right now, or not the different times, but the times that we're in right now, we're under great darkness, man. You know what I'm saying? So all these things that we're witnessing and hearing over the news, the media, you know what I'm saying, social media, these 2/3 are just getting, worse and worse. That was already told to us that these things were going to happen. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, a righteous man falleth 7 times, but the wicked fall into mischief. All right, so we want to continue to stand up and pursue Yahweh Shai, which is our goal, is the kingdom, man, to receive salvation, because we know everybody else is going to fall into that snare, into that mischief, into bloodshed, things of that nature, whether it be blood sacrifices, or they're just murdered. You know what I'm saying? But the first scripture I got right here, 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. I'm going to read that again, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so to the brothers, to the Akim, to the word ignorant goes back to the word ignore. We don't ignore his devices, his trickery, his different methods that he tries to overcome us and things of that nature, or to deceive us, to sway us, because he's trying to get an advantage of us. How does he do that? He does that through sending different false teachers, false prophets, apostles, whatever you want to call them, but they're false. He'll send us false media, false news, or a certain demon, an entity will come and try to give you a false dream. They'll fuck with your spirit to bring you down to a low level, to make you feel certain ways, to get an advantage of you, to try to overthrow you, but we know through the spirit, through the scriptures, that this world is in great darkness, meaning that the light of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not governing here and thriving as it will in the kingdom. I mean, it's here, but it's amongst the small sanctuary. It's amongst the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3. All right, to everybody else, they're in utter darkness, and we are those specks of light just scattered everywhere. But surrounding us is complete evil and darkness and demonic forces. All right, so a scripture, like I said, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, so I'm going to go into that word device. All right. And we know that a lot of these individual warlocks, witches, these Edomites, even if they're not consulting with demonic spirits, just by them having a hatred or an anger, and they channel that energy, can have an effect. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's our protection from them things. So a lot of people are sending out a lot of evil and negative vibrations out. All right. So right here, I looked up the word device. It says the outline of biblical usage, or salaka. Let me go back just to make sure I chose the right one. All right, this device. It says the outline of biblical usage: a mental deception or perception, thought, and evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes. So we know that he's conceived mischief, lies, and deceptions and things of that nature, and in return, he distributes those via the way of the media, his words, because he knows now that because we know the scriptures say he's wiser than Daniel, all right, in the book of Ezekiel. So he knows how the spirit works. So instead of physically handling us, he does everything through the mental, through the spirit. All right, he attacks the mind. You see, but that's why we have to be covered by the blood and by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the word. All right, to withstand him gaining an advantage over us. You see what I'm saying? So at the Strong's definition, it says a perception that is purpose, or by implication the intellect, disposition itself, device, mind, thought. All right, so he's coming with these certain devices which are known as tricks. All right, let me look up that word device, because I know the word vice itself means like evil. It might not be here. Right here, device, noun, and you read number 2, a plan, scheme, or trick with a particular aim. And what is his aim? His aim is to destroy us, to bring us down. All right, for us to be a casualty of war, you know, to fail. It says a plan, scheme, trick with a particular aim. So his plan and his scheme is to trick us, all right, and to deceive us, you know, to make us think that the Lord may not ever come back, that this is the way it's always going to be, that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked and he's going to rule forever. All right, but that's where it comes through faith and the patience of the saints, is that we're waiting for Yahweh Shah to come back, you know. And while we combat through the spirit of the word, that's us showing to ourselves and to the world and to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that we're waiting for his return. Okay. Let's see. You go right here to the origin, Latin devis, divided, from the verb dividere. I don't know how to pronounce that. The original sense was desire or intention, found not only in leave someone of their own devices. All right, so that's what it is, man. It's to cause division, to divide, to divide and conquer. You see? So let me go back. Done. So that's what that word device means there. Okay, and real quick, see. Let me read it again. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so we can't ignore his schemes and his tricks and his plans. We have to be on top of that, to be a step ahead of him through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So from here, let me go to this is Micah 2. This is Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. That's right. So destruction to these warlocks, these Edomites, you know, Esau, so-called white man, the elites, these Freemasonries, the Luciferians, Satanists, all right, the narcissistics, you know, all these evil and wicked men. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light, because we're in their morning, we're in their kingdom. So they have the power to do these things, to try to deceive us. They send false information, you know. They practice it. You see, they utilize those things. They're what they've been given, you know, as to become the wicked, to lie, to deceive, to murder, kill, steal, you know, because it is in the power of their hand. So I'm gonna look up that word devise. It's kashab. It says outline of biblical usage: to think, plan, esteem, calculate, event, make a judgment, imagine, count. So basically it's the same as a device, you know. They're devising a certain scheme, a plan they're thinking about, you know. Let's see. That's basically it. Right here at the song's definition, it says to plate or interpenetrate, that is literally to weave or generally to fabricate, and that's his job, man, is to weave and to fabricate lies, you know. So let's go back. I'm gonna go to verse 2. And they covet fields, and they take them by violence, and houses, and they take them away. Who do they take away? Also, that who live in houses and work in fields, men, women, and children. So they take them away by violence. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. You know what I'm saying? So now, the way he's infiltrating a man's home is through philosophies and vain doctrines, man. His religion, his different religions that he has, the different options and choices that he gives women and things of that nature. He divides a home. He brings down the man, which is the head of the house. So this is what he does, man. He does his evil, his satanistic type rituals over the media and rap videos and country videos, you name it, man. It's being done. Even on bulletin boards that you see advertisements, you see perversion in them. So right here, Micah 2:3 says, "Therefore thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil." So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to return it upon your own head. All right? What you sow is what you reap. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to come upon you. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua are devising an evil upon you, you warlocks and witches. And we know that the penalty of you. We know your future, the future end for you. All right? For which you shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil. So this time is going to be very horrible. You know what I'm saying? There's a scripture in the book of Sirach, or Wisdom of Solomon, if I'm not mistaken, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 at the very last verse. It says this generation shall be horrible. It shall be horrible in that time. You know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrase, you could look it up. It's in Wisdom of Solomon 3, the last verse. It's going to be a horrible experience and judgment for this generation, man. Okay? So let me go from there to Matthew 24. And let's see. 24 and 23, it says, "Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect." You see, so they're not going to be able to deceive the elect. So nor is Satan going to have an advantage over the elect, because the elect they're already won. You know what I'm saying? We've already won. We're just playing our role out, in the physical. The spirit, we already won. You know what I'm saying? We're already in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The elect are already in the kingdom. We're just playing that role already. So I'm saying, so it says, "For there shall arise false Christ, false prophets," and that's what these individuals are, man. Because they can be into Satanism, but then still put on that facade that they believe in Christ, they believe in Jesus, they believe in the Bible, but really their ultimate source is Satan, is demonic forces, demonic spirits, and they'll come in whatever name, you know what I'm saying? They don't care, you know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is telling us not to believe nor to go their way. You know what I'm saying? It says, and they shall show great signs and wonders, and they do that, man. They show you that how do they show their great signs and wonders with these average people, man? They get money, they get wealth, fame, their children go to school, they're not hurting or suffering, and you look at your life and you're like, damn, I'm always at the bottom. But hey, man, that's good, because that's reality. That's the realness of the rawness of this world, because we're under the curses. You know what I'm saying? For Israel, the Israelites, the Negro Latinos, and Native American Indians. To have a life that you see these 2/3, these celebrities and these Edomites, these other nations have is nothing but bullshit, man. It's a delusion, it's a lie, it's vanity, you know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks to be, at the bottom, poor, of struggling and living from check to check. And even if you have like $5,000 in the savings, that still ain't shit, because you can lose your job and that $5,000 be gone within a week, because you have to pay your bills, you have to, what I'm saying, like you gotta get food, you gotta take care of your kids, you gotta take care of your wife, whatever it may be. We're not rich here, we're at the bottom. But going back to the point is that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. If it were possible, which it's not possible. All right, but we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, nor will he gain an advantage over us. Just like a lot of these sellouts, they allow Satan to overcome them. They willingly give themselves over to Satan, to these false preachers, these Christ. But all the time they have the true men of the Lord out here in the world. But we're the ones that they're despising. We are the ones that they're rejecting. Which is going to be to their demise, man. So it says, like I said, they shall deceive the very elect, if it were possible. Behold, I have told you before. You know what I'm saying? So we have this word to help us combat against these things, and to know why these things are occurring. You know what I'm saying? This is Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Because this place is in desperate need of hope, and we are the only ones that can give it, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And Yahushai is the only one that's given us the ability to give these people, the elect, the scattered, the elect, wherever they may be, that, or if they're not sealed yet, we are that hope, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? But everything was written for our learning, because we know that these things were going to come to pass. That this place was going to be set up in great darkness. Matter of fact, let me bring this one out. This is Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. You see? So it's going to be seen upon the elect. Okay? Everybody else is going to remain in that state of ignorance, of darkness. Okay? But that's what it is, man. This place is given into the hand of the wicked, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is giving them that ability to do as they will. But us, in the knowing that come in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we are to remain in his light. To remain faithful, and to remain watchful, and to remain in prayer, to remain in fasting. You see what I'm saying? Because these people, there's a great multitude of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a small sanctuary, but that small sanctuary has a lot of power. Why? Because we have the true power with us, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The angels, great, mighty entities, spirits, man. Even within our spirits are mighty and great. That's why a lot of these people out here, they look at us and they don't know how to deal with us, because our spirit is strong, man. They don't know how to speak to us. They some of them are real high level demonic spirits that are remaining in these bodies, and they're just blatantly out, disrespectful and violent. But a lot of them, they keep their distance. You know what I'm saying? But we know that this place is governed in great wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So let me go over here. See real quick. This is This is 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. See? So a lot of these people they're willingly being deceiving and being deceived. Presenting their bodies a living sacrifice for Satan, man, for these Edomites, for the prince of power of this world, man. You know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to put that all to an end here come soon. Alright? So of course I'm going to go over here, which we know, it's Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh Shai, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You see, the word wiles goes back to the word tricks or schemes. I'm gonna look up that word wiles. When you look at that word transliteration, I'll let Esau say it.
Strong's G 3180, Methodiah.
Methodiah, it looks like the word method. Alright, so they get that word method, con, right here, the root word, method. So the outline of biblical usage, cunning arts, deceit, crafty, trickery. So this man, going all the way back to the time of the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve, that came as a subtle as a serpent, which was a man, has perfected his craft. Now he knows he's going to attack the spirit. Alright? So, it says lie in wait, while, strong definition, compare method, traveling over, that is travesty, trickery, while, lie, and wait. You know what I'm saying? So he's lying in wait to overthrow us, man. But we have to put on Yahweh Shem Yahushua to combat against that. Verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. That's right, and that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is looking for. Those that are going to stand against evil, the evildoers, it's the brothers, the Akim, that are on the highways and the byways, man. We're the ones that are combating against it. We're the ones that are giving the world and the animals and the people hope, but really it's targeted to the elect. But in the kingdom, we're going to be much appreciated and honored by the ones that despise his word. I'm talking about our own people, the Negro Latinos, the Native American Indians that have rejected it on this side. You see? Verse 14, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having a breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Faith is vital into our salvation, because faith, hearing of the word comes faith, and faith cometh by the hearing of the word. All right. So we have to believe and visualize this word, because Esau, he puts out all different types of seducing spirits, philosophies, doctrines, teachings, whatever you want to call them, ideologies, theories. They're out there. Influential people that can influence you to being as them and remove you from the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. So faith is the key thing that is going to deliver us. Having the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the works to be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right. So I'll go ahead and finish it up. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So I'm going to leave it with that. Y'all brothers, stay strong, be circumspect, be watchful, be ye in prayer, fasting, combat, fight against the flesh, because they're contrary. The flesh and the spirit are contrary to each other. So remain in the spirit, because these people out here doing their thing, man. So we have to do ours. That's why Elder Tahar had made that statement, making 3 videos a day, or be in the spirit of 3 videos a day, meaning that if you put out more, because It's not about us putting out more. That's what's going to bring Yahushai back that any more quicker. It's about combating. It's about fighting against this evil world. All right.